Hi and welcome. My name is Holly and I'm with Perpetual Fitness Training. All right, today we have a 20-minute Express Senior Series. All you need today is a block, a yoga block. You don't have to have one if you don't happen to have a yoga block around. You can either do it without or you can have like a stool or a step, something like that. And then just a set of weights. You'll only need one set in somewhere between the medium and the light. We'll just use them a couple times and that will be all for that. All right. Put on some music that you like to listen to. Make sure you have some water, and let's get going. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Grab that block. We are going to just get that warm up in with the 20 minutes. It's an express. So start to finish, I'd like to keep it in about 20 minutes. So that warm up is going to be included. We're going to go ahead and get started right now. So having that block in your hands, feet hip width apart, go ahead and give me a squat. So we're just going to start by squatting. And then as you press down into that squat, I want you to push your hands into that block. And then see if you can also give me a little squeeze at the top. So we're activating into that chest. And you are welcome to move slower if you need to. The only thing I ask is that you don't move any faster. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. We have 15 seconds here. Breathe through it. Next up, we're going to hold this into the squat. So holding the squat, we're going to place the block in between the legs. So you may have to adjust. Holding here, we're just going to squeeze the knees, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, breathe. Hands can be wherever you like them to be. Try to keep that chest up. The weight is in the heels. You should be able to wiggle those toes. 20 seconds. Really take an opportunity to squeeze. So it's not just like a really quick squeeze. I want you to think about maybe holding it for 1 second. Really squeeze those knees together. Feel the inner thigh activation. Good. All right. We're moving. We're going to start with wide squats, toe tap, or block tap. I couldn't come up with the word. Block tap down. Don't worry if you cannot touch the block to the floor. And remember, the block has different levels. So if you want to go a little deeper or the deepest, right? Listen to your body today. Remember, it is the hips and legs that bring us down. It is not the spine. So we're keeping that spine nice and straight. Letting the legs bring us down toward the floor. Good, 8 seconds. We have one more here, and then we'll take just a quick break. All right, so from here, stepping back, giving yourself a little room. Front lunge, block underneath, press off, come back up. And the next one. So if moving forward doesn't work for you, you're welcome to lunge back and just do the exchange back here rather than in that forward position. If you can't get underneath that leg, it's okay. Just go ahead and take it from one hand to the other. It's more about holding the lunge than getting it underneath the leg. Tummy's tight when you push off. If you need a wall, be nearby. You can ditch the block and just be at the wall. One more. Excellent. All right, take a little break. Grab some water. Whew. All right, getting back to that block. So on this one, we're going to place the block underneath your foot. And we will be squat to come up. So we're not pushing off and lifting the leg. We are transferring the weight to the other leg. That leg is soft, has a little bend to it. If you're uncomfortable with that, you can be right next to a wall, or if you have something to hold on to, that would work fine as well. So let's go ahead and start. Placing the left foot on the block, right foot is right underneath that hip, and we're squatting and squeezing up. Now you're welcome to use weights here if you want a little bit more of a challenge. When you come up, we're squeezing into those glutes. So the right leg will go straight, but that left leg will stay bent. Good. Keep breathing for me. Squeeze. Press. Weights in the heels. Should be able to wiggle our toes. Remember, you can move slower, just not faster. Give me one more. All right, from here, we're going to squat. We're going to take it up, and now we're going to leg lift. Leg lift. So we're holding this leg lift here. Again, you can have a hold of something. Hands can be at your hips. They can be up toward the ceiling. Whatever feels good for you. Breathe. So when we're doing this side leg lift, we're using the muscles in the side hip here, right? Side of the glute. We are not moving in opposition. Everything is nice and still. We're not kicking it out and C-curving, or I should say curving through the side. That stabilizing leg has a teeny tiny bend. Let blood flow. Lift and lower. Feel that muscle working hard. All right, come on down. We're going to go ahead and switch. And right back into those squats. And then if you can, transfer that weight. Squat with a weight transfer. If that's not working for you, just stay with the squat. This is fine. Always move. That's all I ask. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing. It's just important to keep moving. Good. Breathe. When you're squatting, back in the heels, toes should be able to wiggle. Squeeze up, straightening that right leg. Excellent. One more squat. We're going to hold at the top. Ooh, lift and lower. Remember, you can hold on to something here. Breathe, find that focus. Working on that balance, so important for everyone. Little bend to that stabilizing leg. That's our right leg. Ooh. Keeping that tummy nice and tight. Woo. This is definitely my not quite as strong side. 3, 2, last one. Excellent. Go ahead and take it down. I had to focus a lot more on that one. Grab some water. Take a quick little break. Excuse me. Woke up with a lot of junk in my throat this morning. Excuse me, Juju. I need my weights. Thank you. All right, so moving on. We're going to just go ahead and place that block just off to the side. So, no, I lied. We're going to use that block. So the idea is to get the weights between the block. Now, remember, you have different lengths and different sides to the block. So you get to pick what works best for you. I like to place it on the floor, or if you have an elevated surface, you can place it on that elevated surface. Weights in the hands. They go on either side of that block, and then we're going to stand. So the first thing we're going to do are bicep curls. All right. Let me get it fixed here. Okay. Press into the block. Curl up, slowly down. Curl up from the side, slowly down. So we're just curling and extending. And you're just giving me as much as you can without rounding forward. So pull those shoulder blades back. Tummy's nice and tight. Big inhale as you release it down. Exhale as you bring it in. Nice and slow, really pushing into that block. You're trying to hold on to it with everything you can. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come back into that 90, and we're just going to press it out toward me. Pull it back in toward your ribs. Press out, pull in. Push and pull, squeeze into that block. You're going to feel a lot more activation through that shoulder and upper arm as you press those weights into the block. You're going to cue into those chest muscles. So this should feel quite different than how we normally do it. Keep that breath flowing nice and easy. Shoulders down, pull back, really pull it into that chest. Give me one more. Good. Now from here, we're going to take it overhead. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me better. Soft knees, up and down, up and down. Push the weights into that block. If you don't have the block, you're just pushing the weights into each other just to get that activation. Your range of motion may look different. Soft knees, tummy's nice and tight and stable. Tuck that tailbone if you need to get into neutral. Five, 4, 3, 2, take it down. All right, we're going to combo that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and curl. Press out at 90. Bring it in all the way up, down, arms straight. Give me a curl to 90. Press out, pull in, all the way up with the curl, and then we take it to that shoulder press. Arms straight. Curl up halfway to 90. Press, pull in, curl, bring it up, and then all the way down straight. 90, press, curl in, pull, all the way straight. 90, push, and press. Good, keeping that spine nice and straight, tummy's really tight. How still can you hold your chest? And release it down. Very nice. All right, you can put everything down, give it a little break. Give your grip a little break. Hi, Gilly. All right, the good news is we only have 2 sections left, and then we are finished with this one. So I'm going to place my weights out of my way. Juju, you want to hold on to those again? All right, grabbing that block. Let's go ahead and get our timer started. We're going to move to the right. We are going to touch the block to the floor in a lunge. And it's going to be the left hand that has the block. The right hand can be out to the side. It can be behind the back. It can also be at your hip. If you need the extra help, the right hand can be on the thigh. Good. Give me a good side lunge. That's what I want you to focus on. What's bringing us down are our legs. Good. Keeping that back in a good, healthy position, not rounding through that upper back. Just bringing that chest down. Breathe deep. Give me one more. Now we're going to hold it here. We're going to lift up. Exchange the block under the leg. Come back up. Exchange the block under the leg. Come back up. So just like that front lunge, if you can't get that block underneath, then you can just go ahead and exchange it on top of the leg. I just want you to have some time to hold into that lunge. Get as low as you can. Booty back, back in the heels. Should be able to be able to wiggle those toes. My words are not good today. I'm having a hard time talking. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. All right, let's go ahead and get ready to that other side. When you're ready, lunge and tap, back up. Remember, we have different levels of that block, so if you need that challenge, make sure you're challenging your body. Press it back, come back up. Breathe deep. We're using those legs so that heart rate comes up, makes you need to breathe more. Good, keep it going. Pressing back into that heel, really sinking down in through that hip. Keeping our spine nice and flat. Legs are bringing us down. Abs are really tight. Coming all the way back up. Give me one more. Okay, now we're going to take it down. We're going to hold and exchange under the leg and come back up. Pressing those hips back. Good, keep breathing, not rounding through the spine. Let the legs bring us down. Push against that left leg to bring you up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Squeeze. Pull up through your middle, all the way through your belly button. Squeeze. And squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me one more. Excellent. Okay, you're going to need a mat or something soft to sit on for this next one. So we're just going to roll out our mat. Grab some water before you come to the floor. Okay. You're going to take that block, and it's going to sit just behind the spine. So as you come down, you want it to just sit just away, maybe a hand or two away. Arms reach out. We're going to tuck and roll back, tap that block, come all the way up. Tucking that tailbone, slowly coming back till you feel the block, slowly come back up. If you need more challenge, the further away it is, the more you have to round to come down, the more you're going to work that core. Those feet stay down and all the way up. And tuck and round and slowly come up. You can also have those hands on the legs to help you come up if you need that assistance. Just keeping our shoulders out of our ears. Last one. Excellent. Okay, next we're going to take it down, bringing those legs up. The right hand is pressed into the block. The left arm and leg are up. We're just going to reach it out and bring it back in. So it's a dead bug. Now don't forget about that right hand and right leg. They are pushing into the block. Our tummy is nice and tight. We're keeping that little space beneath our low back. So imagine you have a blueberry underneath that little space. You're not squishing the blueberry. Keep that blueberry intact. Tummy stays tight. Don't drop the leg and arm so much that you squish that blueberry. Keep pushing into that right hand and right leg. Press, 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 press. One more. All right, let's go ahead and switch. Keeping that blueberry under the low back. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Push into that left hand. Push the knee into the block. Really feel how that ignites the core. Take your time here. Inhale as you reach away. Exhale as you bring everything together. Pull that belly in nice and tight. Couple more. Use your breath. Keep pushing into that block. I know it's harder, but really activate through that entire core. All right, one more. Then we're moving on to the last one. The legs stay up. The arms can come up with that block. Either single leg drop or both legs down and up. You're also welcome to take the leg straight and either do a double straight leg or a single straight leg, whatever works for you. But remember our blueberry. We're not squishing our blueberry. Pull that belly in. Press into that block so those hands are squeezing together. You're always trying to hold tight to that block. Breathe. How's your blueberry doing? Keep pressing the ribs into the mat. One more, and done. Whew. All right, congratulations. While we're here, let's go ahead and just give ourselves a hamstring stretch. So you're gonna go ahead and take that right leg straight. You can grab behind the thigh, you can grab the calf. If you have the flexibility to do a big toe hold, you're welcome. Just gonna grab behind the hamstring here. Foot is flexed. You're really thinking about pushing your heel toward the ceiling. Shoulders relaxed. Let's go ahead and cross this across. Let's cross the right ankle over the knee. And you can push that right knee away, or you can bring those legs center, flexing both feet. Little hip stretch should feel good. And then let's go ahead and plant that foot. And then we're just going to rock the legs side to side. This is just what feels good for you. Just releasing into that low back. One more time. Good. All right, let's go ahead and switch. So bending the knee, grabbing hold of that thigh, pressing the heel toward the ceiling, shoulders relaxed. That right knee is bent, foot is flat. And now let's go ahead and take that ankle across, press that knee away, stay here or pull those legs towards you. Feet are flexed. One more big inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and uncross those legs. We're going to come on up. You can rock and roll 3 times or whatever works for you. I like this. It always feels good on my spine. And all the way up, find a cross-legged position. Let's take a nice big inhale. We're reaching up. Exhale, we're going to drop the right hand. Reach up with that left, up and over. Keep that gaze up. Feel that side stretch. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, other side. Heavy into that right hip. And both arms up. And exhale all the way to the floor. Let's take one more big inhale. Reach up. And big exhale. All right, you're done. Thank you so much for joining me for this express class. If you need a little bit more time to stretch, I have other stretching sessions on the channel, or you can stretch on your own. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day.